is up? What is up? Man, this clown ass internet, man, Cox cable is trash, bro. I don't care what the fuck y'all niggas say. That shit is trash. Man, what is going on? What is going on? We made it back in black in the motherfucking building. Man. Boy, man, I'm telling you, man, I can't wait till the day that a motherfucker. I don't even know. Wait. Some shit. Look, I'm looking. There we go. I didn't switch the shit. But anyway, shout out to everybody out there listening, subscribing. You already know what the fuck it is. If you have the Court Plantation, man, it is what it is. Get in and get out. Shout out to everybody out there that is handling their business, trying to pay their bills. Shit, if you don't want to pay your bills, donate your money to the United Negro Warrant Fund, and I will go ahead and put that money to good use. Looking ass. Shout out to everybody out there that is handling what they need to handle. Shout out to all the niggas that's telling niggas that beg to get the fuck away, because there's a lot of begging ass niggas out there just begging for no reason. So shout out to all y'all, man. Hey, man, I've been dealing with this college cable shit for like 5 hours, man. Shit is ridiculous. So shout out to everybody out there that's in Las Vegas, Nevada that got clown ass Cox cable, want to charge a nigga arm and a leg, but their internet don't ever be on point. How you gonna charge a nigga arm and a leg and then still blaming COVID? That shit was a year ago, nigga. Stop. 2021, talking about, well, due to weather conditions. I'm like, nigga, this is Las Vegas, Nevada. Nigga, it don't snow and it don't rain out here, so stop with the bullshit. I said, ain't y'all shit underground? Oh, yeah, okay then. Then y'all niggas need to upgrade y'all shit. It's 2021. These niggas is still using dial-up. Niggas still got America Online. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Man. Before I get into everything, man, shout out to my sister Erica, man. Erica, I wasn't expecting that, man. You didn't have to do that. Shout out to my homegirl Erica, man. All the way coming from Florida, man. Man, from the Keys, she way out there, man. I'm glad you got your CMOS, man. Email me back and let me know how you feel after you done took it. I sent some CMOS to the homegirl Erica out there, and I appreciate it. She blessed the nigga one time. Look, that's what I mean about handling business. You know, handle business. I try to just, do something, you know what I'm saying? Because Erica already know, man. We kind of discussed it on a podcast. I was like, if you can't find nobody out there in Florida, man, that could, send you some CMOS, man, I got you. I'll send you some. Don't even worry about paying. I just want to make sure it get there. She like, okay, for sure. Man, as soon as that shit got there, she made sure she paid a nigga. She paid way more than what a nigga charged. I don't even charge like that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to the homegirl Erica. Shout out to Tasha, Whoopo. Anybody that's, you handling business, handle your business. I was just having this conversation on Tuesday about, look, when a person is presenting something that's business to you, don't be bullshitting. Handle the business. All I did was package the shit up, make it, send it to Erica. Boom, she got it. Right when she got it, she was just like, man, good looking out. PayPal me right away. I didn't ask for no bread, but she knows I'm trying to conduct a business. And when your mind is on making sure a person gets the product, the business will follow. So that's why we got to treat people like a business. Let me tell you something, man. I told my siblings too. Hey, man, if y'all know somebody else that's slaying to see my show, I ain't got to get it through me. Get it through them. You still supporting the black business? Don't even trip. You ain't going to always be able to get it from me. I may be out. But it's about supporting the black business, man. So shout out to everybody out there that's supporting the black business. A special shout out to Erica. Man, I appreciate that, man. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it, man. Look, I'm trying to iron out all the kinks because she way out there in Florida. I'm just glad you got it. Hey, man, what's going on, 066? I see you. So I had to send a special shout out to my homegirl Erica, man, because she didn't have to do that, man. Because I just wanted to make sure she got to see my. So since she got it, man, and what tripped me out about the whole thing, I had to say it again. And I'm the same way. As soon as she got it, boop, went right on motherfucking PayPal. Let me bless this brother. That's what you're supposed to do. I wasn't like, well, look, man, when you send me the bread, I'm like, look, man, if you don't get none, I'll send it to you. Don't even trip about all that. I never discussed the price. Man, motherfuckers sometimes ask me, man, what my Cash App is. I don't even remember what my Cash App is. Matter of fact, I still don't even remember what it is because I'm just doing it off the strength, off the love, man. I'm just trying to get some shit off the ground, and you know what I'm saying, and try to create a whole nother avenue, man, besides going to the corporate plantation. So shout out to everybody that has a business-minded orientation, you know what I'm saying, because that's what you want to have. And if you're not really prone to business, go start reading, man. Get your knowledge together, man, because that's what life is about. Shout out to everybody that is on that CMOS, mixofhealth.com. Shout out to Black and Noble. Hey, man, I ain't mad at people that like, oh, I can go make it myself. Go ahead, go make it yourself. And then when you see how difficult it is, you're going to be like, shit, let me fuck with that nigga one. So shout out to everybody out there that's handling business, man. Appreciate it. We going to get into it. We going to talk about Hunter Biden. That's all we talking about today. I love it. Anytime I get a chance to go at these Democrats, I'm going to go at them. Not because I'm a Republican, because so many niggas vote shame me. You know, every time I say I'm not voting, especially not voting for no fucking Joe Biden, motherfucker. See, how you gonna do that? So now I get a chance. We're gonna talk about how racism is hidden. Because motherfuckers so busy voting for Joe Biden, Hunter Biden is out there emailing niggas talking about, I can't believe you didn't do that. You treat me like a nigga. And he said a nigga. like he been talking like that. And somebody leaked those emails, so it's like, I think it's very imperative for us to know exactly what the fuck is going on and what we are faced with. And if the internet go out, man, I'm just going to upload the recording. But let's get into it, man, because we got to get into it, man, because I ain't got very long, man. I got a lot of shit going on, a lot of shit I got to do tomorrow. And like I said again, I just want to say it one more time. Good looking out, Erica, man. I appreciate it. Good looking out, Tasha. Good looking out, Whoopo, man. That's my nephew, too, man. Good looking out. Anybody that supporting black business, I ain't mad at you. You ain't got to do everything you want to do. Just support a black business, man. And it ain't just got to be mine. Just go support black business. If you buying weed from a nigga, that's supporting a black business. Stop going to the goddamn dispensary and go spend money with your fellow brother man. God damn. You don't know what they putting in that shit anyway in the dispensary. All right, man. Let's get into it. Man. Oh, yeah. Shout out to... Somebody left a message like, oh, man, yo, turn your music down. No, nigga, in the beginning of my show, I always got to have my hype music on. Okay, leave it or let it alone. Hey, and when y'all hear me talking to people, I'm talking to motherfuckers in the chat. But, hey, man, I got some audio to play. But before we get into the audio, I had to address this. That's what y'all niggas get for voting for Joe Biden. Motherfucker ain't said shit about no niggas. Ain't did nothing in defense for no black folk, foundational black Americans. But his son can show talk about nigga, just like I told y'all. Motherfucker be up here. Oh, man, he good. As Nilly Fuller Jr. says, until they prove to you that they're not a part of the system of racism and white supremacy, then nothing has been proven. And they have to prove it to you. So until they prove it to you that they're not a white supremacist, then no. That's like Jane Elliott and Tim Wise. Now, Jane Elliott, I was on the fence with because she talked real good. Tim Wise, I just wasn't feeling it. Just the energy, I just wasn't feeling it. Now, all I needed to hear was Jane Elliott say, reparations, what about the Native Americans? Oh, you're a white supremacist. You'll speak on black folks' struggle until we can become equal to you, and then what you're saying means nothing anymore, and now you just like Vlad TV. You don't give a fuck about no niggas. You can talk all that shit all you want. But you will cater to the dominant society and you'll be on code with them. And that's fine. Just stay your ass over there. And you notice ever since then, you ain't really heard shit from Jane Elliott. Because all I'm going to do is just keep replaying that clip. Reparations? Well, do you want to get what the Native Americans got? Well, what does that got to do with us? They didn't build the country. We built the country. So now we're going to talk about, like father, like son. Now, y'all motherfuckers want to say that Joe Biden ain't racist? Because he's a Democrat and he ran and he was the vice president to Barack Obama? Stop. If his son is using language like nigga this and nigga that and joking and nigga this, they been talking that way and he been feeling that way. Like father, like son. And that's what y'all niggas get for vote shaming other niggas to go vote for a nigga that was the architect behind mass incarceration. Him, Hillary, aka Killary, Billary, Clinton, that whole administration. Oh, well, they wanted us to do it. This nigga didn't even apologize for saying, well, why should I have to pay for what my ancestors did? But y'all niggas the one that's sitting up here propping him up like, oh, man, you gonna do something. Okay. Well, his son did something. His son wrote an email talking about that shit at me rolling too. And you know why? Because Well, you already know the Republicans gonna jump on it. But what really had me kind of dying, man, is because I'm like, these dumbass niggas, man, this is what these niggas get. Niggas wanna be fucking sitting up here trying to vote shame niggas and tell niggas that we supposed to be voting for Joe Biden, but this nigga is out here saying nigga every chance he get. Every chance he get. This nigga saying nigga, and niggas ain't nobody saying nothing. Not even the Democratic Party. Like, hey man, you can't, cuz. I'm reading this article. It basically was like Hunter Biden addressed his white lawyer as a nigga multiple times. Yeah, because he basically was like, man, I hope you don't charge me like no nigga or some shit. Time used phrases like true that nigga. Not nigga, true that nigga. And bantered, I only love you because you're black. In shocking text, unearthed days after Joe emotional Tulsa speech decrying racism. Yeah, did he just got done talking about racism in Tulsa? But his son, does his son got a black lawyer? I'm very interested to know that. And his black lawyer, sometimes some business just, look, you got to be like Tahuti Ma'ara. Sometimes you got to just be like, you know what, man? I don't want your business. If you going to be, because nigga, you're not going to be calling me no niggas and doing all that shit. You're not going to be doing that. Fuck all that. Let me see. Wait, hold on. Let me see. I'm reading something that says, Obama gonna miss you, man. Joe, can I say it? Just this once, Obama. Sigh. Go ahead, Joe. You my nigga, Barack. Wait, what? I'm finna see if... Yeah, that's probably a lie. I don't think motherfucker said that shit. Maybe he did. But that shit is some funny shit, though. And ain't nobody saying shit about this shit, man. At all. And that's what I find interesting. Nobody's saying anything about this shit. But this is the motherfucking nigga's son. So you mean to tell me that Joe Biden... So the racism skipped Joe Biden and went to his son? So the racism came from Joe Biden's father. So it went from Hunter Biden's grandfather, skipped the dad, and then went to him? Stop. Where you think he got that from? He probably heard his dad saying it the whole fucking time. His dad probably said, yeah, man, Obama's smart for a nigga. You don't think that's what white people look? Don't own no property and go around white folk. Wow. You work 2 jobs? Wow, you do this? As if every black person they come across got to be I just like the nigga in To Kill a Mockingbird. I feel quite shy. I don't know what I need to do. That bullshit. I don't read. I don't know nothing about the stock. Massa. That bullshit. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. That's a bunch of bullshit, man. That's why I'm about to play this audio, and it was emails that he wrote it in, but I'm very interested to see what they're gonna say about it, because everybody ain't talking about it. The Democratic Party ain't talking about it. They didn't even talk about it. I was looking on CNN for a long time. They ain't said shit on CNN. The solar eclipses was trending on CNN, but they ain't said shit about Hunter Biden at all. They talking about Hunter Biden's mom going to go sit and talk with the queen, with that racist, ugly bitch's ass. This bitch is 100 years old, still alive, and ain't nobody wonder why. That's because the bitch probably stealing organs. Now, how the fuck this bitch stop? That's a non-melanated sister. That bitch ain't living that long. That bitch probably got a new heart, new lungs. That bitch probably go shopping for nigga organs. Stop. Get me started on this bitch. And that's why you can't. That's why you can't even find nothing on Hunter Biden. I'm like, why they don't got nothing on this motherfucker? I mean, nowhere. No, especially not on CNN, because CNN is more of a Democratic website and channel. They be, unless you're black and you fuck up, they're not gonna say nothing about white people. Why you say they weren't? Because they have never said nothing really ill-advised towards white folk that are Democrats. They don't. You had to be a Republican for them to air you out. And that's a fact. Here, let me find this motherfucking audio and see what these motherfuckers talking about. Let's see.
I want to talk about something else that has bubbled up. The Daily Mail says that it has gotten these texts that it says are back and forth between Hunter Biden and his attorney using the N-word. Donald Trump Jr. tweets this: try to imagine one of the Trump kids dropping the N-word, real quote from Hunter, and then he uses one of the quotes from the text with the hashtag racist Hunter, Jason, which is trending tonight.
Well, it's disgusting. It is racist. Now, Joe, his father, and granted, it's a father and son situation, but Joe Biden calls Hunter Biden the smartest person on the planet.
Yeah, he's the smartest person on the planet. He's the most racist person on the planet, too. Fuck out of here.
I understand he's had some serious addiction problems, but that still does not excuse the underlying question, which is, what was Hunter Biden doing in Ukraine, in China? What was Joe Biden doing?
Man, what's going on, Shawnee, man? What's happening with it? Hey, man, 066, you a fool. That nigga said Hunter Biden for 20. What'd you say, 2024? Hold on. Let me read this shit, nigga. You a fool for that shit. That nigga said 2044. Hey, what you bet that niggas is going to cape for him? Let's bet. Matter of fact, they done squashed it. Nobody's talking about it. When I did the podcast on Tuesday, the next day when I woke up, I saw it on a news outlet, and I was like, wait, what? He said, what? Then I'm reading this shit, and I'm like, oh, it was in a text message. And I was like, well, is it, even if his lawyer's black, what are you doing saying that? Why would you even say that on a text message? Why would you say that, period? And that lawyer, if he is black, nigga, you on some Sambo shit. I'd be like, nah, nigga, you can't say that shit to me. Don't even write that shit down, because I don't even want to be attached to that shit. I don't care how much money you paying me. That's because the niggas going for the bag. They worship the bag. The bag is God. They'll prostitute their integrity. That's what happens at the corporate plantation. They'll work you till you can't even do nothing else. You stressed out. You can't fuck. You can't do shit. You can't eat. Can't sleep. And them motherfuckers, all them motherfuckers that's in charge, they at home with their kids having a good time. While you sitting up here stressed out. Let me see. Everything is leaked on purpose. That's a fact. That's a fact. He must have gotten on someone's bad side and they blew his cover. I think he been saying that. So that's a fact. The audacity to sit there and type the word nigga, what was going through his brain? He said type the word nigga because nigga, they been talking like that. That's how they been talking. Remember Dog the Bounty Hunter? Remember how look, now check this out. He didn't know his son was recording him. That nigga was like, I don't want that nigga at my dinner table. I don't want that nigga. Don't bring that nigga bitch around here. And then when the shit got leaked, motherfucker want to go apologize and go sit down with Snoop Dogg, and everybody, black people are too forgiving of other racial groups when they do that whole shit. Just like the Asian community, how they want to cry wolf and all this other shit. I was reading this thing. Okay, Jordan Clarkson, who used to play for the Lakers, and now he play for Utah. Now they call him an Asian American. Nigga, you're black. Your daddy is black. Stop all this, you're an Asian American. No, nigga, you're not. If you weren't playing basketball in the NBA, you got pulled over by the goddamn police, you'd be a nigga. They wouldn't give a fuck about you talking about, well, I'm Asian too. Niggas need to stop that shit, man. I don't care if you put that out or not. I'm like, look at these motherfuckers. An Asian American is upset about how Utah's food truck was using racist. First of all, you're playing in a city where it's nothing but white Mormon people. Now, if you know the history on that religion and that faith, and I'm not going to go into depth because I don't have time to be doing that shit right now, y'all should know how they feel about niggas. So why does that surprise you? Period. It don't surprise me. They didn't start letting black folk into their religion until what, the 70s and 80s, and that's fine. That's their belief system, and I don't trip off that. That doesn't bother me. What bothers me is niggas caping for every other racial group, but they own. Stop with the bullshit, man. For real.
At the same time, while he was the vice president, what's going on with Hunter Biden in taking millions of dollars from foreign interests while his dad is in the highest of political office? That is still there. But these emails, they're disgusting. And it's shameful that we even have to talk about them. But he wrote them, so they're going to be out there.
I mean, we are having this conversation about race, about, language, about things that people say. I mean, we just talked about Senator Manchin being accused of being racist because of the way he plans to vote. And now we have these texts. Benny Johnson tweeting this. Weird how everyone who screamed about racism and white supremacy for the last 4 years are completely silent about members of the first family, Hunter Biden, using the N-word multiple times along with racist stereotypes and memes. Isn't this what you have been waiting for? I mean, Leslie, isn't there pressure on those who've been out there saying, listen, we got to talk about these difficult issues, even if it's one of their own, that they have to be willing to come out and publicly denounce this?
Oh, man. And let me tell you something. They're not going to come out and publicly denounce it. Why would they? Why would they come out and publicly denounce it? Think about it. What's in it for them? That's why you can't find it nowhere else. That's why I'm looking, I'm like, I don't care if his lawyer is black. I don't give a fuck about that shit. They ain't even talking about it. They don't want motherfuckers to know about this shit. Motherfuckers said this shit, though. But they don't want motherfuckers to talk about it. Let me see. Let me see where else I can find this shit. Because they damn for sure. They don't want this shit out there at all. And I'm talking about it because so many suck-ass niggas was trying to vote shame a nigga to death and play all these motherfucking games and try to talk crazy to you because you don't want to vote for Joe Biden because of his history. But then his son out here basically like, yeah, man, you my nigga. What kind of shit is that? Now, I wonder what would happen if Hunter Biden said something anti-Semitic. First of all, you can't be anti-Semitic because basically Semitic means black if you look at the etymology of Semitic. So I can't be anti myself, but they don't tell you that. But let's just say he did. Just for fuck's sake, let's say he said something anti-Semitic. Do y'all think that they'd shut him down? You wouldn't be no lawyer no more. They tar and feather you. But only in the black community, a motherfucker, only in our community, we're accepting of it. Where's all these black folk that shamed? Where's Keisha Lamami Bottoms and the Pine Sol lady from Atlanta, from Georgia? What the fuck is her? Stacey Abrams, the Pine Sol lady and her sister and all that. Why y'all ain't saying shit about it? Why y'all not like, hey man, you can't be saying it? Because, man, niggas are mammy, sambos, and coons, just like me at your court plantation. Just because a dominant white sidey person is cool with you, that doesn't mean that they're not a white supremacist. That just means they cool with you. They'll show you that they're a white supremacist if you're ever in a position of power or authority over them, which will be very, very slim. But if they are, they're going to show you. And you're going to be like, how? Because they're going to show you. Because in my personal opinion, what I've experienced, most white folk, they don't do well when they report to black folk. They just don't. They don't do well. And a lot of times they act like shit, it don't even exist. And like and a lot of times they act like it ain't fair. Like, oh my God, I can't believe I got to report to this nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's how they act a lot of the times, but that's neither here nor there. I'm just saying, I think we so quick to be like forgiving and, oh man, it's cool, man. It's cool, man. Fuck all that. And y'all voted for that motherfucker. That's why I be tripping off the shit. Because y'all voted for him. Let's see. I'm seeing if I can find some more shit of it. Because, motherfuckers ain't even talking about it. The only people that's really talking about it is Fox. And that's because they Republicans. But ain't nobody else talking about the shit. And this motherfucker have been in a bunch of trouble. Man, I remember he got caught in a strip club with a crack pipe. I did a podcast on that. From Easter eggs to the crack pipe. They ain't say shit about that. This motherfucker going there talking about, I had a problem. But your father was the architect behind the 94 crime bill who locked up over 550,000 black folk for mandatory minimums and drug laws like weed and crack after y'all put crack in the black neighborhoods. And now 30 years later, your son is doing the crack. That's what you get. But motherfucker want to act like this shit ain't going on, man. Y'all niggas be killing me with that shit, man. For real. And motherfuckers will still tell you to go vote like 066 said. He said, that nigga said, Biden for 2044, nigga. You a fool for that shit. Nigga, you out of line for that shit, nigga. That's why we got to be business, man. That's why we got to stay in your lane. Stop letting niggas vote shame you and tell you to go. If you don't feel right and your gut ain't feeling it, don't fuck with these niggas, man. Don't let these, like I said, you know how many niggas try to vote shame me? I'm telling you, I remember a black lady was like, I can't believe you not voting. And I was like, I follow the principles of Dr. Claude Anderson. Do you know who that is? And she was like, no, I don't know who that is. I was like, okay then. Quid pro quo, something for something. You should read his books. And then it'll teach you about voting and what you should get in exchange for your vote. You don't see Asians fighting with each other about voting. They don't give a fuck about none of that shit. They got a Chinatown, as Dr. Claude Anderson says. They got a Haiti town. They got a little Havana town. They got a little Vietnamese town and Koreatown and all. These niggas got all this shit handed to them. They got a little Latino town. Man, come to Las Vegas, Nevada. You're going to see a whole bunch of La Bonitas and Marianas. You're going to see all that shit. And I'm not hating on the Latino community. What I don't like is they sit back from a standpoint of condescension and be like low-key shitting on niggas. But y'all came here. And I'll tell anybody that. Y'all came here. I didn't go to Mexico and try to build a life for myself. I'm here where my ancestors built this motherfucker. Everybody else came here. So I don't understand why everybody comes here and act like they not a freeloader. You're a fucking freeloader. If your ancestors did not build this country, you're a fucking freeloader, which means slavery. And the last time I checked, there were no Latinos building this country for free. It was all foundational black Americans. As Thomas Jefferson and Abraham Lincoln and Andrew Jackson and all them other white supremacist motherfuckers. Go read Slavery by Another Name. They ain't mention no Latinos. Just like a motherfucker. I keep telling motherfuckers, oh man, they built the railroad. No, they finished what we started, nigga. We damn near built the whole goddamn railroad. They just finished the end. And them niggas got compensated for that shit. But motherfuckers up here sitting up here talking about, man, stop the Asian hate. Nigga, stop the Asian hate. After that old ass Korean lady shot and killed that young sister, I think it was Lakeisha Harlins or Latasha Harlins, I forgot. And they found her not guilty. Where the fuck was the Asians like, hey man, that's not cool. Look at how the Asian people treat motherfuckers. Just like I was watching this video on YouTube. I forgot where it was, where those police officers, I didn't want to do it, man, because I'm tired of doing, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm tired of doing YouTubes like that, man. That shit becomes depressing. Where it's like every other day it's a video of a nigga getting shot or beat the fuck up by the police. And I'll talk about it, but I'm tired of using that as my thumbnails and playing audio. That shit is getting disheartening. You know what I'm saying? And it was like 10 police officers in this liquor store, or whoever was behind the fucking bulletproof glass, they was just filming that shit. Cause niggas just want to get likes and views and shit and for the gram or whatever. It's like, man, niggas will they'll prostitute a raping, a killing, an onslaught of people just so they can get views on YouTube. That shit is crazy, man. That shit is crazy. It blows my fucking mind. And I'm watching the video and they like, yeah, man, they gonna get that nigga. Or somebody said something. And then here come another police coming in. Here come another police. But you know what the irony of it was? One of the race soldiers ended up shooting another race soldier trying to shoot the nigga. That's what you get. Man, let me tell you something, man. Like I said, I live in Las Vegas, Nevada, man. These motherfuckers, let me tell you how the system of racism and white supremacy works. Monopoly. Let me tell you how it works. When I'm the only provider of power and you can only go through me because there's no other selections, that's white supremacy. Because don't no black person own the power company. That's allowed. Why you think I was bitching and complaining about the internet? I'm like, well, nigga, y'all the only game in town. Every other game, not Embark, but CenturyLink is trash, man. That's why, and that's why Cox Cable, oh, we'll apologize. Now, this is what's so funny. The only thing that saved Cox Cable's ass is the internet. Because niggas wasn't fucking with that goddamn cable shit no more because they was charging and fucking niggas royally because they been the only niggas out here, as my mom would say, since Prime. Now there's all these other competitors, and now they don't like it. And even DirecTV get niggas too. Want to charge you $30 for 2 years, and then after the second year, they want to charge you $110. Like, nigga, what are y'all doing? Then you got to call and plead. It's like everybody's fucking everybody. But the people that's fucking everybody is the white supremacists, the dominant white society. Now there's a thing with streaming. So now they like, so now everything is streaming. That's why niggas was like, man, I went to go see that sorry ass movie, The Quiet Place 2. That shit was horrible. And it was only two niggas in there, but all the goddamn promos is Jaimin Hansu in it. So I'm thinking he's throughout the whole movie, which I hate that they do that shit. And then the nigga had 5 minutes in the movie and he died. Now, what kind of shit is that? Man, fuck a Hollywood, man. That shit is irritating as fuck. That's why I'd rather just stream the shit and watch the shit at my crib. I'm like, man, it's some bullshit. I want my motherfucking money back. I'm tired of watching niggas die in the crib. I remember in the movie, I went to go see Get Out. And I remember when I said, and it was like 4 or 5 white boys in there. I saw it at the Suncoast. People know where it is. At the end, when at the end, when Dave Kalula or whatever his name is, we ended up killing all them white people, them white boys got the fuck up and left the goddamn movie before the movie was over. Because they didn't like that shit, because they used to the niggas dying. They just didn't know how deep the fucking movie was. That's what I'm saying, man. I'm watching this shit, I'm like, this is racism, white supremacy right here. Who wrote this movie? Who would do that? You might as well just not even have no niggas in the movie. Why would you have all these white people in the movie and then they go to an island? Spoiler alert, just in case you didn't see it, they go to an island, they trying to get away from the goddamn monsters and shit. And then it's only 2 niggas on the island all of a sudden. But it wasn't no niggas throughout the whole first movie, the whole second movie. And all of a sudden it's the 2 niggas just happened to be John and Hansu. John and Hansu in there for 5 minutes. But niggas want to talk about ain't no racism, I don't see no color. Man, get the fuck out of here, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all niggas see color. I see color every goddamn day. Blue, red, green, purple, yellow. What does they say? What's that song? Jesus loved the little children, all little children of the world. Red and yellow, black and white. They are precious in his sight. Ain't that song, that clown ass song that they singing? Well, of course they gonna sing that. That's a representation of Cesare Borgia, a nigga that you can't get no power from. but a nigga will tell you they don't see color. And I'm looking like, as I'm watching the movie, I damn near fell asleep. I'm like, see, that was one thing that the pandemic did for me. Man, I just stay at that crib, do a podcast, mix up some motherfucking CMOS, you know what I'm saying, do what I need to do, get it out to the people that fuck with me, nigga, work on some music, and chill at my motherfucking crib. I ain't got, man, wasting my time going out there. I'm like, man, see, this is why I'd rather just stream and be at the crib, man. I don't want to be bothered with no bullshit like this. Why would I want to go see a movie? First of all, if I'm going to go see a movie, just leave the black people out of it. Because that's y'all reality anyway. Don't include no black people because you trying to kind of like be with the curve because it's about Black Lives Matter, and that's a bunch of bullshit too. Motherfucking white people and everybody chasing the fad and chasing the wave. Oh, Black Lives Matter, so they can feel good as these niggas go back to their suburban neighborhoods and nigga behind their breath and feel like, well, I did my part. And then when a nigga be still complaining about racism, they go out of their way to make you feel bad about complaining about this shit. I be tripping off that shit. Y'all don't think that shit happened to me? I've been around other racial groups like, well, bro, reparations, slavery? You know, how long are people gonna bring that up? Well, because your people didn't build this country, that's why you don't care. But matter of fact, I can't understand you because I don't understand where you're coming from because you didn't build this country. So why would I give a fuck about you trying to make me feel bad? But we so prone feeling bad because we want every other racial group to understand and be compassionate and be empathetic. You know, first of all, no other racial group is going to be empathetic about black people's plight and what has happened to black people, period. That's real. That's never going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you this, we got to wake up, man. And you like, oh man, what you mean we gotta wake up, man? What you mean we gotta wake up? We got to wake up. We have to understand that this is the system of racism, white supremacy, and just because you vote for somebody don't mean that they gonna like you. This is business. This is business. What he say? Dog the bounty hunter, his true colors. Yeah, he did. Remember, he was like, Hulk Hogan did, but let me tell you how white supremacy works. Hulk Hogan was saying that same shit to his kids, talking that nigga shit, right? After the world felt sorry for him because his wife was fucking his son's friend. So the whole world felt sorry for Hulk Hogan. But then the nigga started talking that nigga shit. Then niggas was like, oh, well, you're a racist. So then the WWE kicks him out of the WWE or whatever. Then he fucks his friend's girl, which I don't even think they was married. I think they set that whole thing up. They videotaped it. They gave it to a porn company. Then he sued them and said, oh, they put it out illegally. Then he got $20 million. That looked like a whole setup to me. Y'all can need to think this is the dominant white society. They always got loopholes. That's why you think all these fucking CEOs and these corporate fucking plantations, when the company go belly up, they still give these niggas a severance. And this don't be no severance like no $10,000. This be like, oh, such and such, the CEO has resigned. He's parted ways with $550,000. Nigga, what? Now you owe the company money for running into the ground. We're going to still pay you money for leaving the company. While everybody at the bottom who's holding on for dear life is like, damn, really? That's what y'all niggas is doing? Y'all better know how this shit work, man. Man, in 2008, man, y'all niggas is tripping. In 2008, I never seen so many CEOs leave a motherfucking company and get well compensated. Go back and look at 2008, the market crash, and see how many CEOs left, got $10 million, $5 million, $20 million, $30 million. This is the shit these are the contracts they sign before they take on as a CEO. No CEO is leaving broke. He's leaving with some type of compensation. When you leave and part ways and they fire your ass or they let you go, you're not leaving with nothing but the last 2 weeks of your pay motherfucking check. That's all you get, nigga. And they don't want to give you that. But these white CEOs, man, Robert Smith paid all those brothers tuition. I think it was at not Spelman, but at Morehouse or whatever. He paid their tuition, so they didn't have no student loan. He wiped their student loan debt. Once he started talking that black empowerment shit, nigga, the feds, and they was trying to bring him up on, indict him on some type of misconduct or some shit he was doing with money all of a sudden. Because what they do is they use scare tactics. You're not going to wake up your people at all. No, we want them to stay asleep. And you're not going to pay their debt off so people can go get financial stability and think about generational wealth. No, we've been making too much money off of dumb niggas. It's like, man... So when you read a text message of Hunter Biden talking about, you're not gonna, you always be my nigga. Man, nigga, what? He been saying that. I'm with Shawnee on that one. He been saying that. I just think that motherfucker ain't never checked him on that shit. I think this, man, when you're around the dominant white society, sometimes you gotta just listen to them. They'll tell you. I've been around white folk that be like, yeah, man, you know, cause man, hey man, you check out the new Jordans, cause they just assume cause you black, you just all into Jordans and shit. And I'm quick to be like, nah, man, I'm not really into that. Yeah, man, cause I used to rap and all this other stuff. All right, why are you telling me that shit? You know what I'm saying? You just look at it, you're like, what the fuck are they telling you? Why are you telling me this shit? And a lot of times I just be laughing. And the reason why I laugh, man, because that's just how other racial groups are when they get around black folk. They become intimidated. They don't know what to say. They're afraid their racist tendencies will show. That's what a lot of people be worried about. But a lot of times you can't hide it. If you just anti-black, you're anti-black. If you're a white supremacist, you're a white supremacist. You can't hide it, man. Because I see it in your everyday action. I suggest anybody that's that is trying to replace the system of racism, white supremacy, and establish a system of justice, go read the book White Fragility. Go read it. It's specifically for white folk who always acting like black folk is getting everything that they deserve. Nigga, if I was getting everything that I deserve, nigga, I'd have $15 million right now for reparation from my great-great-grandparents. Sharecropping and fucking building this country. Fuck out of here, nigga. If I had my motherfucking way, I don't want to hear that shit. The fuck you mean, nigga? No, I had my way. You think I want to get up? Ain't no nigga in no hurry to get up and go work at somebody's motherfucking corporate plantation. Get the fuck out of here, man. Stop. And the niggas that be like all excited, just watch them niggas. Don't just watch them. Don't converse with them. Just watch them. And kind of start bugging your eyes at them a little bit, like, what the fuck is this nigga on? And they gonna show you what they are, especially if they get to smiling and cheesing in front of the dominant white side. You be like, oh, here we go, a Sambo or a Coon, and just stay away from them. Don't even try to wake them up. All they gonna do is throw you under the bus anyway. I've been around people like that. I worked around people like that. You try to, sometimes you ain't even saying nothing to them. That still put you in whatever that black power shit is. Just because they get nervous and they get scared and they get in front of the dominant society. And what's so cold about the dominant white society, they're trying to make you feel bad for being like, well, I feel like that's racist. And they're trying to make you feel bad. That's why look, go to the corporate plantation, do your job, and get the fuck out of there. Stop trying to go and have a beer with these motherfuckers is not your friends. Stop. They'll let you know when they not your friends. They'll tell you. These motherfuckers is not your friends. Stop with the bullshit. Stop making it seem like that's your buddy and your pal. It's not your buddy and ain't your pal. Stop with the bullshit, man. But hey, man, go look up Hunter Biden, man. Go look up what he said. This shit is god awful. Just god awful. And ain't nobody talking about it. Where's all your Democratic black folk at that vote shame y'all niggas into voting for his daddy? Like father, like son. If his son is talking like that, where do you think he got it from? Where do you think he was socialized? Stop. He got it from that white motherfucker that was the architect behind the 94 crime bill who told Charlamagne the God, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Excuse me. We ain't black? You signed an Asian hate crime bill. Your East Indian vice president has disassociated herself from the sororities. She's more worried about working in tandem with the Mexican government. But they ain't said shit about no niggas. The only thing they said about niggas was the Tulsa, Oklahoma shit, which we already know. Stop telling shit we already know. Why don't you tell us something that we don't know? You gonna give us the reparations or not? But I feel like motherfuckers just practicing benign neglect because they worried about every other racial group but us. So stop running the racial group, pleading your case and what black people did. Don't even offer them books. I don't even do that, man. The nigga said, guilty, nigga. This nigga. For real. Stop doing that.